As soon as we get done this, I'm pouring. I got my bottle. I went to
You
right.
know what? Let's do that. No, I'm gonna pour me a little something right now.
Don't
One
don't
second.
don't tell me what a good time.
No, I'm serious.
I got my
I'm
bottle
getting
right here.
I'm getting my Ricardo. I got mine right here. I'm
I'm
about to
about to.
cut this thing
I ain't
open
even.
right
I ain't even
here.
gotta get up. I just gotta reach over. Hey, dude, it is your boy Nextstop Sirchcity,
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your girl Neda in
and
the
welcome back
building.
to another episode 34. We got 34 episodes down
Oh
of
my
the Food We Watch
gosh.
podcast. We out here. We doing it.
Wow,
Consistency.
we are doing it. But before we start, Search, what are you sipping on?
Hey, I'm sipping on this wonderful Foxhorn Vineyard Chardonnay Noir.
Ooh.
Shout out to y'all. If y'all want to become a sponsor of this show, let us know because this will be the only time I show this bottle. But it's been a
Mm.
long day. Nita, what are you sipping on?
Well, I am sipping on something that I got all the way from the Bahamas. It is called Ricardo. It is their mango rum. And yes, I am drinking it straight. So
Let's go. Look, I'm
let's get it.
water bottle wine, water bottle wine.
I
But
love it.
but again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. As you know, we review food shows, Next Level Chef, Hell's Kitchen, a variety of shows. Even though we just started, before we get started in today's episode, what we want you to do first is go like, share, comment, subscribe. Now, I'm not saying do either or. I'm telling you what to do. I had a friend ask me before why y'all don't get a lot of views, why you haven't gone viral, and I said it. Why you don't like my shit? Why you don't comment? Why you don't share it? If you do all those things consistently, eventually we will go viral. But
Right. Real quick, am I moving?
no, you're not.
Oh my
uh
gosh.
you're frozen. This is a real. Okay.
All right.
It's been
Well,
that
I
kind of day.
mean, can you still hear me at least?
We can hear you, but we see you with your eyes are closed.
I know. That's what I see. That's why I ask.
Oh, we can't make this up, y'all. Like we've been sitting here for like 20 minutes talking before we start the episode. We start the episode, and what happens? Frozen.
Oh Lord.
All right,
Yeah, cause
if you want to
yeah,
go out and come
yeah,
back,
I am. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna be like this for the whole show.
yeah.
All righty, I am back, y'all.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off. Again, as I was stating, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your people. Let them know what we are all about. But guess what? As you should know by now, we are reviewing season 3 of Next Level Chef. We're on episode 2. Last week was crazy. This week was even crazier. Last week they did, we was social media chefs went first. The way they're doing it this season is you don't just get to come on. You have to fight for your life.
You gotta work, 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 work. I
All
do
right.
not own the copyrights to that song.
I don't even think that works. But
Oh,
what'll happen is they're breaking everyone up. You have 8 social media chefs, 8 home chefs, and I believe 8 professional chefs.
mm-hmm,
And then what'll happen is you have to cook on each level, the basement, the middle, and the top level. Each
mm-hmm,
level, one person from each group will be eliminated. So
mm-hmm,
after all 3 rounds, it'll be, 5 home cooks, 5 social media cooks,
mm-hmm.
5 professional. Like, what is that word? All right, but
Professional
guess what?
chefs, yes.
Yes, but to this episode, it was for the home chefs. So the home chefs were
Home
up
cooks.
home cooks were up.
Mhm.
Um, did you by any chance? Did you by chance get the names, the 8 names?
Well, let's see. Um, there was Joe, there was Daniel, there was Alexandra, there was Christina, there was Monica, there was Lauren, Mada, Wendy. Is that 8 people? Because I wasn't counting.
Yes, you got
All
all
right.
8. You got
I
Christina
got
from
all.
Dumont, New Jersey, Lauren from
Oh,
Santa Monica,
Christina. Did I
California.
say
You
Christina?
said Christina.
Okay. Okay.
Joe from Staten Island, New York. Mata from Los Angeles, California. Oh, I don't think you said Daniel. Maybe you did.
I
I don't remember
I
hearing
did.
Daniel.
I did.
Daniel
Hmm.
from Nashville, Tennessee. Alexandra from Hillsborough, New Jersey. Monica from Columbus, Ohio. And Wendy from Sunnydale, California.
Yep. So we have Blake starting out in the basement this time.
Who?
Blake.
Who is Blake? You said I was
I,
listening back to
oh
our
my
last
gosh.
episode
I
and
meant
I realized I
Blaze.
said, who the heck is Blake?
I meant Blaze. Oh, Chef Blaze. I'm so sorry. Ooh,
Oh, I'm just
ooh.
making sure we caught it because the last episode we didn't caught
Blaze.
it. We didn't catch it. But yes, you are correct.
Blaze.
Blaze at the
Blaze. I'm
basement.
sorry. Blaze in the basement. I don't really know what the category was because
They had
they
to make
didn't really.
they said it was they had to make something out of nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Um, okay. Well, all I know is I saw the beef tongue and I was just like, wow. And it
But she
seemed
was
like when
excited
they was
about it.
well, she was so, and then it seemed like no one wanted the alligator. It took forever for someone to take that alligator, but Joe ended up getting the alligator. And Joe was hilarious about it. But yeah, who was the chick? I thought I wrote it down, but she pretty much I might have wrote it down later, but she pretty much was like she had a dream about cooking a cow tongue. So then when
That was
she saw
Alexandra.
the okay, so then when she saw the tongue, she was like, it must be a sign. So she took the tongue.
That's what she said. But at least
She
she
did
got
say it.
at
I
least
mean, she said it and she took it.
whoa. At least she got
Did she not?
yeah, she took it. At
Okay.
least she got what she wanted. I mean,
That was
cow
a
tongue.
long tongue. That was a long tongue. And it was never mind. Let me stop.
These are not the views and a reflection of Search City, nor the views of the Food We Watch podcast. This is solely Neda. What? Oh, she that Ricardo kicking in.
No,
All
I
right.
just took my first sip. I just took my
Oh,
first sip.
that's all natural, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um, real quick before that happened. Well, before that happened, Mata. I don't know if you guys. He's like
Yo,
six
he's a
foot.
whoa.
He's
Like
like a
he like
6'7"
this.
swole guy, but he
Wait,
saw Blaze and he fanned out.
wait, but did you hear him say that he eats about 10,000 calories a day?
When you are a bodybuilder, that's I've heard that several times. So once I get back in the gym, I get my swole on, I'm gonna be able to eat 10,000 calories. I'm gonna be chilling
Yeah,
and keep a muscle up.
I was like, wow. I was like, wow. But okay, but he cooks. He just doesn't lift weights. And he doesn't just do like protein meals.
Yeah, he does it
His
the right way.
words. His words. Um, we had Daniel
Mm.
trying to make puree in a mixer.
Yeah.
Um,
If you decide to do a puree, how about you look around and see if you have something to puree with before
like
you
a
start
blender,
making.
like a blender.
You didn't even check to see if you had a blender, and you're in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Christina, she got the pork chop. She said that she was using Asian ingredients, and I just got she's a unit nurse. I tried to get the occupations of these people as I was
Oh, if you
going.
want occupations, Joe is a sanitation worker.
Garbage man.
That's messed up.
He said it.
But you had to emphasize.
They
That's
make
all.
money.
That's all I
They
got.
make money. I ain't
I
hating.
know. I know. Lauren is a private uh
Jet
jet
thing
chef
server.
server. Really?
I don't know.
She's a it's called a private jet chef. But I
I
don't
ain't
understand how
lying.
she. Well, I guess because she's never been to culinary school, that's how they can. To me, she would be a professional chef.
I know, but yo, I ain't lying, yo. Like that gig she got, man. I feel like that's where it's at.
I don't like planes. I ain't gonna hold you.
I
Mm-mm.
don't like planes either,
But you willing to hop
but
on one?
well, I'm willing to hop on like a private jet. Yeah, you don't got to deal with all them other people. Commercial flight, I will pick private jet over commercial flight any day. All them personalities and people tripping on flights, but okay. Speaking of flights, never mind. There's a rumor about Drake associated with a private jet. Anyway,
You're not trying to go viral off Drake. You're not trying to go viral. Nah, you're not holding back viral moments, yo. We trying to get out here, yo. If it's a rumor, then it's already out there. I just don't know about it. What's the
I
rumor?
mean, it is out there. I mean, it's kind of explicit, but
Never mind.
apparently,
Never mind. Don't do that.
yeah, that's why I was like, it's an explicit rumor, but it
Never
has something
mind.
to do with the private jet. But anyway, enough with the private jets. Um, um, uh, I think Naisha was checking for Christina. She liked what she was doing and how she was preparing her food. So she was checking for her a little bit. I saw that they're scouting. Joe never cooked with alligator before. Blake, Blaze. I'm sorry, I have it down as Blake. I'm gonna try to remember. Turn the K to
Or
Z.
you just call him Richard, Chef
I
Richard.
could call him Richard, right? He described alligator as a grassy eater chicken or a grass eating chicken.
A grassier chicken
Oh,
flavor.
a grassy.
And
Oh,
it's
for real?
gamey, so it's chewy. It has no fat. It's just
Oh
strictly
yeah, yeah.
meat.
He did say that.
So
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. The idea of alligator parm, because that's the idea he came up with, but he was kind of hesitant about. I was like, I don't know about that. Now, I don't know what alligator tastes like, but from what I
I
hear, like you said, it's a grassier type chicken, and to me, it's like, dang, grassy chicken. I don't know about that.
I have no desire to even find out. And he decided to go the Parmesan route with the alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Monica, she is making a mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's a
it's like it's an Indian flair, she said. Um, and then going back to Daniel, I was really concerned and worried about Daniel because he was really struggling with that mixer. It just wasn't working, and he had no clue what to do. And then he came to the realization that he wasn't going to be able to make a puree, so because he couldn't find a blender or anything to mix, so he had to figure something out. And the question is, does this end up hurting him? Well, we'll find out in 2 seconds. Joe ended up putting cheddar cheese on his Parmesan.
They were
Very
worried.
interesting. Yeah, they were very worried.
That
It
don't
was
sound right.
very interesting concoction.
Yes.
But I mean, that's all like pretty much the drama that I got from that. Did you had anything else
No,
to add in the drama department?
I
Okay.
think we nailed it. That was literally my last note. Joe
Okay.
used cheddar cheese alligator, and Naisha was
Yep.
not happy. She just was
No,
like,
she wasn't.
and I wasn't, because I'm like, nah, we got to do mozzarella. You got cheddar. I don't know,
Well, I mean, he
but
had to work with the ingredients that he had, and
yeah.
he didn't have. So, okay. So, alligator Parmesan made by Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon actually liked it. He said it was a brilliant idea or a brilliant take on an Italian dish. So congratulations, Joe. You might have came up with something.
Yep.
Christina, she did a pork chop with stir fried noodles and crispy onions. They said that the seasoning was delicious. Well, the dish was delicious and the seasoning was really good.
Yep.
Monica, she did a pan-seared mackerel vegetable. Um,
Korma.
okay. Blaze said that, oh, vegetable korma, yeah, I have that here, was quite tasty, but the fish was overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren cooked a pan-seared haddock. Never heard of that before. With a creamy succotash and potatoes. They love the flavors of her dish.
Yeah.
Mata made a pan stir fry mini steak. Gordon said it was a little bit too sweet, so he told him to just be careful and needed a touch of salt, but it was good. Dan made a cauliflower soup with poached shrimp. Um, yeah, they said he took a path that was impossible because he just could not make that puree. And Gordon was like, he would never try to make or create a puree in the basement because there is no blender. So, yeah, that didn't go so well for him.
At all.
Yeah. Wendy made a turkey stir fry with avocado. Her plate looked amazing, by the way. Just
I just
saying.
don't like avocados, but it definitely did look good.
Here's the thing though. Avocado, because like I was the same way. Not a true fan of it. Definitely could do without it, but I mean, if it's there, I will eat it. It doesn't really have a taste, but I feel like it's more so texture for me when it comes to avocado. But like I said, and I think if it's on my plate and I'll eat it, it's because that it is kind of on a healthier side. So, but I mean, I
Yeah.
don't necessarily need it.
If
Just,
it's on my plate, I will wrap it up in foil and save it for you, because I don't want no
don't
part.
do that.
Here's the crazy
Don't
part.
do that. You don't have to save it for me.
I like guacamole.
Do you? I'm not a
I
fan of
don't like
guacamole.
I don't like avocados by themselves. Even because my wife and she like season them, and I'm like, this tastes like season.
No, definitely not by itself. Not by itself. But that's the thing. So remember that toast, not the toast, that grilled cheese I showed you that I was making? I used guacamole. I didn't use straight up avocado.
Oh,
That was guacamole that I used, but there was also a bunch of different crap on top of it. But no, I'm definitely with you. I do not eat avocado by itself. No.
all right. That's a poll, guys, in the chat. Let us know, what is your take on avocados? Yay or nay? Do you prefer avocados over guacamole, guacamole over avocados, or do you just want to throw the whole thing in the garbage? Let us know in the chat, guys.
Then Alexandra, I'm sorry, I be want to call her Alexandria, but Alexandra, she made beef tongue with a Mediterranean salad. Gordon said that he was amazed at how good it actually tasted.
Oh,
What? What?
tongue. That sounds disgusting. I like
I mean,
using
I
tongue.
don't know.
I don't like to eat them.
I don't know if I would eat that.
I wouldn't.
So the people who made it to the middle round was Christina, Mother, Joe, Lauren, Alexandra, Wendy, and Monica. So Daniel,
Yeah.
I don't know, he was way over his head, and that cost him to go home. And he was like, I'm really happy to go home to my wife, but he looked so
Saw his
sad.
face like, I'm so happy to go home to my wife. Like he was holding it back, yo. I'm like,
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
he love his wife. That's one thing we can say. He talked about her the whole time. So,
he did, but I don't
but
know. Okay.
ugh,
Whatever makes you feel better. So
yeah,
now we are on the middle level, and Gordon is up here with the chefs on the middle level. So I could just moving kind of ahead. I can already predict next week. So I'm sure Gordon will be in the basement.
mm,
Naisha will probably be
middle.
middle, and
Blaze
Blaze
at the top.
on top. Yep. So, all
That's
right. Yeah. Sandwich. So Gordon again is on the middle level. So the theme of the middle level was Sunday dinner. Um, Christina grabbed a pork chop again, and I
again.
was concerned. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna hurt her. Like,
Mhm.
girl. Um, and
Monica
Christina.
too nice. Real quick, Monica's too nice.
Oh
I
yeah, that
don't.
part.
Monica, we are in a competition. You letting people just, oh, go
I
ahead. Oh, go
know.
ahead.
She was
No.
like, and she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, people are just pushing. No one's
Mhm.
saying, excuse me. It is a competition, Monica. So come on. Act like you wanna,
gotta grab the ingredients.
exactly.
That's it.
Yes, like come on. Why are you playing around? Um Christina said that she doesn't cook pork at home, but she's going with the Greek. She called it something different. Remember we had this debate. Is it gyro or gyro? She pronounced it gyro. So I don't know. And I'm sure she pronounced it correctly because she has Greek heritage in her
Mhm.
blood. So I'm just so yeah. But anyway, so she's going with what did I how did I just say that? I forgot that fast.
Gyro. Gyro.
Gyro flavors.
Greek
I don't
flavors.
gr- Greek
That's
gyro flavors. Whatever. Um, shut up. Okay. What did she? What was the tea? The tea name? She was making something with cucumbers, or minus the cucumbers. The sauce that she was making. All right, we're just gonna move on because we don't know how to
I
pronounce that word. All right.
don't know.
Joe got the flat iron steak. And he is regretting that he didn't grab any lemons. So he's thinking about a white sauce because he doesn't have tomatoes.
Mhm.
Gordon just told him, yo, listen, dude, focus on the protein.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was doing everything around the steak and not actually focus on how he's
Mm,
going to cook and season the
right,
steak.
right. The star of the dish.
Hmm.
Mada, he said that he is originally from Egypt, but he grew up in Zealand. Um, and he is a celebrity personal trainer. Listen, listen, I got a special message for you. More so a request. I need tips. We need tips. Do you have tips? Now, I'm not trying to be swole. Not
Oh
trying to
yeah,
be swole, but I want to be toned. So, Mother, if you ever come on a show, that will be one of my questions. I'm just saying.
yes.
Um,
Oh, real quick, didn't he say he was also a WWE superstar? I don't watch wrestling
oh
no more.
really? I don't
I believe
either.
he said that, and I don't watch
So I
wrestling
didn't catch
anymore.
that part.
But I don't put it past him. That's super
That's
dope.
yeah.
And
That's
not
why he
only
eats
him,
10,000 calories a day.
Alexandra is a police detective.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that and I was like, wow, this little itty bitty thing is a police detective,
Good
keeping the
for
streets
her.
of New
And
Jersey safe.
she's only 28.
Mm-hmm.
And she got the chicken cutlet. And she's gonna make what was the sauce?
Oh, now you're going out of order.
No, she was next. She got the
I
chicken
got
cutlet.
I got Monica grabbed a garnish and Gordon Ramsay was confused about her dish.
Well, I have for her, I said,
And then
"Oh
Monica started a
Lordy."
fire.
Well, listen, and I quote, I have, "Oh Lordy, she is doing a turkey steak and she does not have garnish."
Mm, I don't have that part. Maybe I missed that part. I don't remember
Ye-
what's well, I don't remember
And
her sauce.
no, she didn't have a garnish. She didn't. And Gordon told her that she has to be decisive because she was all over the place. And then after that, she
Oh,
started a
wait.
fire.
Are you saying Andrea or are you talking about Monica?
I'm calling about Monica.
Yes, I do have that. Monica did not grab a. I thought you were talking about Andrea. Monica does not didn't grab
No.
a garnish. Yo, she was all over the place. She kept saying in her mind, her and Gordon Ramsay's best friends, and he like, yo, you need to focus on your dish. Like, and he,
And she started a fire.
yo, a big fire, not even a little fire. Like
No, the whole pan,
the whole
yo.
pan went up in
Whole
flames.
pan.
Yo, that joint was funny as hell. Yo, y'all gotta chill with these fires. Like, I've never set a fire
Focus.
to a pan.
Focus. Like
Yeah, you
focus.
gotta focus. Um,
Um, go ahead.
oh, did you see the part where Gordon Ramsay was feeding what was it, Alexandra and the noodles, and she was like, "Oh my
Yes.
god, Gordon, you're so dreamy." Yo, she was hyped. She was like, "I can't believe I got Gordon feeding me pasta right now." Like,
Gordon is not thinking about you, girl. He is married, just had a child.
I don't
Like,
know. Anywho, I'm not starting no drama. Uh, I have Joe focusing on again. They went
on
back to
all the wrong things.
focusing
On
on
all the
everything
wrong
and
things.
doesn't even have his pan on to start searing the steak. Gordon, like, you don't even have it in the marinade. You ain't, what are you doing? Everything but the star. Look, if you want to get through some of these challenges, there's a lot of times you may not been the top winner, but you got through because your main ingredient or the main part
Was
of your
was
dish
good.
was
Right,
good.
was good. Yeah. And cooked perfectly or close to perfect.
Exactly. So focus
Yeah.
on your protein or your main
And
aspect of the dish.
stop focusing on the celebrities. Now Naisha and Blaze, they seem like they were a really big fan of Christina. So they are
Mhm. She's the
checking
front
for
runner
Christina.
as we're
She's
seeing.
definitely mm-hmm. Um, so any more in the drama department?
No, my last comment was the judges loves Christina. So we're now at the part where we are judging. Um, we have Wendy who had the ground beef Asian style curry. They said it was it was so soulful, it was delicious. They loved it. Alexandra, she had the chicken breast with elbow macaroni. Did you get? I don't have the sauce. I don't know the sauce. They
Did she
said
made a sauce with it? Because I didn't get that
I don't
either.
remember. They said
I don't think she had a sauce.
the chicken was the hero, and it had big nostalgia notes. Like it took
Mm-hmm.
them back in the time when they were younger eating that dish. Lauren had the roasted sea bass. They thought that it was a beautiful dish and it was cooked beautiful as well.
Well, they said restaurant quality.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said I feel like she's a professional.
Well, she
Christina,
cooks on private jet, so I mean,
that's what
and
I'm
self-taught. Yeah, and self-taught. So big ups for you, Lauren.
mm-hmm. Christina had the pan-seared Greek pork chop, as you stated. They were very impressed. I don't really remember what else they said.
No, that's all they
Yeah,
said.
these rounds are going by fast, guys, because they're doing a
So
lot of cooking.
fast.
So they're not really going into high detail.
I have something to say before we start on the top round, just
Gotcha.
to let you know.
Monica had the turkey with bok choy and fried egg, and it was highly underwhelming. They did not like it, and to be honest, it don't even sound good. Ugh.
No, they said it's not even next level. And that's
Yeah.
the name of the show.
Mm.
Next level.
Now,
Yeah. And I'm sorry, at this point, I already knew who was going.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
you can kind of get the gist. Mata had the crispy seared salmon with the succotash and rigatoni.
Mm-hmm.
They liked it. They said it was good. They liked the way his salmon tasted on the inside. He just needed to control the heat because they feel like
Mm-hmm.
he seared it just a little bit too much. So he just
Mm-hmm.
needs to learn how to control that pan, but they like to cook on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Joe had the flat iron steak, and he fumble. He didn't let it rest. They can tell that he didn't like it. It
Yeah.
was well seasoned, but it was very bloody. So he didn't get time
Mm-hmm.
for that steak to sit and rest and for the
I'm
juices
trying to
to
f- I'm trying to figure out what did that look like to you?
like somebody stabbed a cow.
Like a
And
meatloaf.
it was weird because it didn't really have so
It just looked like
the, the heat wasn't hot enough to even give it a sear to give it that good golden. It was just
yeah.
he basically I would say broiled to an extent his steak instead of pan searing it because the skillet wasn't hot enough.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And
Mm.
then we had the winners of this challenge, which was Christina, Wendy, Alexandra, Lauren, and Mata, was sent Joe and Monica to be eliminated. And we are not surprised. I'm surprised she lasted this long. Monica was sent
Dang.
home.
Yeah. Real quick. So, okay, now we're at the top level with Naisha. I feel like whoever edited this part really rushed it because, like, I feel like we got more from the basement in the middle round,
Mm-hmm.
but when I was taking notes, it was like I felt like I jotted down. Like my notes are not nearly as long compared to like
Oh, it's
the
not. No,
other
you. So
levels.
if you notice, they did the same thing last week. We didn't have a lot to say last week when we got to the top, because yeah, it's an episode. So by the time they got to the
Oh,
top, they cutting it down so we could just get straight to the point, which I was kind of
yeah,
glad for
true.
because I was getting tired of taking notes. But yeah, I
That's
only got a
funny.
few notes. I only got a few
But
notes.
that was just but that was just something I noticed. But okay. And please help me out. I have okay. So, okay, this is the start. They they was going for the grab and Wendy was jumping
Yo,
like
she
she
died. She went.
played basketball. Okay. Like, oh my gosh. And she wasn't the only one. Like somebody else was jumping. It was like jumping, jumping. Like, oh my gosh. I was like,
Hey,
okay,
those
like,
are the ones that want to win.
woo,
She ain't doing that.
yes.
Oh, sorry. Let me get out the way. Ooh, sorry. No, you
Yeah,
trying to win.
woo,
You got
yeah.
Mata running at you. What you gonna do?
I know. Oh my gosh. And he really can knock somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren grabbed a ribeye, thinking about making a celery root puree. Mava ended up grabbing some tiger prawns. Wendy got the lamb loin, and she got coconut milk again.
Mm.
Blaze and Gordon said that this does not sound good.
They
She
definitely.
said, yeah, she said she's keeping the Malaysian influence. But she grabbed the lamb loin thinking that it was steak. She never cooked
Yeah.
lamb loin before.
And
So
see,
it's clear that they are just grabbing and not reading.
yeah, and look at what Joe grabbed. Joe grabbed fish and literally said, "I've never cooked good fish in my life."
Yeah.
My dude, why would you grab the fish?
Listen, I mean, you're under a time constraint. You got all these hands grabbing at every different ways. I'm sure it's like super chaotic, but I mean, I feel like for me, I feel like I would be trying to scan. Well, I guess you can't because the platform be coming. I don't know.
Look,
Um,
you gotta run real fast. If you want your
yeah,
first, you just gotta run real fast.
yeah. Alexandra got the lobster. She does not cook with lobster. Christina, she got a veal chop. Okay, it wasn't a pork chop, but my God, it's still a chop. But I think Gordon has his eye on Christina as well. You can tell Blaze is trying to like fill out the
She's
other
asking
judges
those sneaky
to
questions.
see. Yeah, and Gordon didn't answer him.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon was like, "You not gonna know what's in my head."
And then he asked Naisha, she's like, who would you pick as of right now? She was like, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon, exactly.
Like, yeah, I'm not telling you, son.
Uh-huh. And that was it for the drama with me. Like that's all
Yeah,
I got.
that's literally the last thing I got because
Yeah,
nothing
that's
else really
over.
happened.
It was so fast. So Lauren again, so she cooked a ribeye with celery, root two-way, and a puree and roasted. I don't whatever that means. They
No,
said
so
great.
she cooked, she did the ribeye, but she said she did the celery root 2 ways. The first way was
Oh
puree,
yeah,
the
two
other way was
ways. Yes,
roast.
thank you. And roasted. Thank you. Um, Christina cooked a veal chopped with a snap pea and sweet potato puree and blackberries. Oh, that looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze was amazed about how much she was able to do in 20 minutes. But he was like, the only question that he had was, can you cook anything other than chops?
I think that is going to be the only thing they can say about her that was negative, which is she did great all 3 rounds, but now I haven't seen any kind of diversity to determine if she will have any longevity on my team.
Yeah.
I personally did go to her page, found her, so we are definitely going to hit her up. But I was like, oh, she could do some things. She nice, but I don't know what she's going to do on the show. So we'll see
Right.
how that factors into them picking her later on.
Yep. Mother cooked angel hair pasta with roasted shrimp. They said the shrimp was delicious. The
Mhm.
seasoning was really good. They wish that he tossed the noodles with the sauce. And I was like, yeah. Because,
Yeah.
I love me a good sauce. Like,
You know, I
oh
love
my.
making sauces. Like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, Alexandria Alexandra, sorry, cooked lobster. They said it was really good. I don't know if they said anything else but lobster.
But it
Uh,
was yeah, it was lobster with chorizo and broccolini. They just said it was
oh,
really nice.
okay. Joe cooked a roasted bronzino with caucus.
Israeli couscous.
Couscous. Ooh,
I
okay.
don't know what caucus you were talking about.
I don't know. I don't know either. On the side, Gordon said that the bronzino was cooked really good, and he never again cooked that before, but his couscous was overcooked and it was really hard. So
Undercooked. Because it was still hard. Yes, undercooked.
undercooked. Okay. Wendy had the lamb loin with coconut. What am I
Panju.
missing? Thank you, pan jus. They said the lamb was cooked beautifully. However, the pairing was like two completely different dishes.
Yeah.
So we already knew who was at the bottom. It was Joe and Wendy. Um, so who made it through? Christina, Lauren, Mada, Alexandra. And between the two, they chose Wendy. So Joe went home. Joe, you were a very funny person. I enjoyed watching you. Sorry to see you go.
Yes, you had that New York personality. Your backstory is like you're rising from like a phoenix. You're coming out working hard labor for years, and now you're doing something that you want to do. I
Mhm.
appreciate you being on the show. Hopefully, you will get on our show so we can talk to you a little bit more about your experience. But guess what, guys? That is it. That was the episode 2 of Next Level Chef. Again, it was a lot of things going on. We got to see a whole new cast of chefs or home cooks. Next week, I believe it is the final round, which it is the
Professional
professional
chefs.
chefs. And
And
I want to see.
let me tell you, my standards for the professionals is extremely high.
Y'all do this. So let's do this. You feel me? But yeah, be sure to tune into that next episode of Next Level Chef just so you can watch us and know what we're talking about. Also, make sure, once again, like, share, comment, subscribe, let a friend know, hit that notification button so you will know when our episodes drop. Just so we can grow. We trying to be here. We trying to do this full time.
Yeah,
This
that's the goal.
this is what we trying to do. And if you like what you hear, support. I'm not even asking you for no money. We ain't dropped the merch yet. I'm just asking you to support. Free. But again, this has been another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. Before we get out of here, Neda, where can they find you at?
Well, guys, you can find me on all platforms. And when I say all platforms, I mean Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can find me at neda.foodphoto. And what about you, Search?
Hey, yo, you already know my house is at Sirchcity on all platforms. But if I don't answer there, you can always call and I will be over there at the Normals Be Chefing Network section, stuff or other. I'm on all platforms for Normals Be Chefing, but I primarily want you to come follow us over here on YouTube just because we need the views. All right. Before we
Not
go.
only that, wait, no.
And
Not only that.
If you don't have time to watch us full time, watch the full episodes, you can always just go watch our clips on at the Food We Watch Pod on TikTok and IG. Holla at us. You got options. But before we go, you know I gotta let you know that good things come and good things go. Life is like a box of chocolate. Today that shit was melting. It was melting. I holla.